If you do not have enough fabric or you don't want your flare to be too big, this is the kind of flare you want to cut. As you can see, it is still wide enough. This tutorial, I'm going to share with us how to cut a 180-degree flare with a simple and direct method, which is easier to follow. If this looks like something you're interested in, kindly watch the video to the end. There are different types of flare. We have 90, 180, 360, which is the full flare. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show us how to cut a flare in a way that's going to be full and also is going to save your fabric. So I'm going to be cutting a 180-degree flare. Here I have this fabric. The length of the fabric is about 62 inches, like a full tape roll. Then I have about 4 yards of fabric here. Depending on your measurements, that is your size and the length of the flare and the fullness, that will determine how much more yard you are going to need. The measurement you are going to be needing to cut this flare is going to be your circumference measurement. Okay, then you are going to need the length of the flare. So the length of this flare is going to be from my waist to my ankle. Then I'm going to be using my waist circumference of 27 inches. The circumference is where you want to attach the flare to. So it can be on the waist, on the hip, on the knee, wherever you want to fix the flare to. So this fabric, I'm going to be folding it into two. So for us to know how much more fabric you are going to fold to avoid wasting of your material, then do not forget to add your zipper allowance, because it's going to have one opening, and that is going to be at the center back where I'm going to be fixing the zip. Remember, I said it's going to be a dress. Let's assume you want to have some pleats or you want to have gathers. That means you're going to add a specific measurement to your circumference, depending on how much more fullness you want. Okay, so let's assume I want to have a little bit of fullness around this my flare. Instead of using 27 inches, I'm going to be using about 30 to 37 and so on like that, depending on how full I want it to be. But this one I'm just going to be adding few inches. You are going to calculate it to get your radius. So for you to get your radius, you are going to divide your circumference by 3.14. For example, I have 27 inches plus my zipper allowance of 3 inches, because I want to use 1.5 inches on both sides. So that's about 30 inches. 30 inches divided by 3.14 is going to give me about 9.5 or thereabouts. So whatever measurement you're using for your circumference, you're going to divide by 3.14. So whatever you get, let's assume you get 10 inches. You're going to add that 10 inches to the length of the flare. So if the length of your flare is 40, so if you get 10, you're going to add 10 to 40. If you have 50 inches, you're going to measure 50 inches and you're going to fold into two. So that means you're going to be folding 100 inches. After calculating my own, all the measurements I'm going to be working with is about 53 inches. My radius plus my flare length. To measure 53 inches twice, and I'm going to be folding it into two. If you are cutting a full flare, that is a 360-degree, you're going to be folding your fabric into 4. But because this is a 180, we're going to be folding it into 2. The length of this fabric is longer than the length that I needed, so I'm going to measure and mark out the excess. So guys, I already measure it, and here is where the excess is. As you can see, I already draw a line. After that, the next thing I'm going to do now is to measure your radius. What you calculated earlier, when you divide your circumference by 3.14, whatever you get, you are going to measure from this edge. You're going to measure it round like so. So I'm going to measure 9 inches round. Sorry, 9.5 inches round. Okay, so you can do it depending on the kind of fabric you are using. If you are using a stretchy material, you want to make sure that you reduce the measurement you're taking. So for example, if what you calculated is 8.5, you can go ahead and measure 8 inches. So because by the time you cut it out, it might become more stretchy. Measurements gradually, you reconfirm your measurements before you cut it out. What I did first was to measure 9 inches round. When I measure it, it is not up to what I needed. So now I'm going to add about 1 inch to it. It is up to what I needed, and I still have about a few inches left I can use to form my pleats or gathers. Do not forget that we already included the zipper allowance. The length of my flare is 42 inches plus sewing allowance and folding allowance on the hem 1 inch, so that makes it 43 inches. So after that, now you're going to take your flare length, you are going to measure it round. You can either start your measurements from the edge of the fabric, you measure it down. For example, I have 53 inches. I can go ahead and measure 53 inches round. As you can see where I place my tape here, okay, you're going to take that measurement round, or you you don't want to do that, you can place your tape on that line of your radius. Okay, I hope you get what I'm trying to say. That line where you measure your radius, you can either start your measurement from there or you start from the edge of the fabric. If you are going to measure from the edge of the fabric, you are going to measure exactly what you folded. For example, here I have 53 inches altogether. If you are going to measure from your radius, you are only going to measure the length of the flare. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to measure it round. I'm going to measure and mark it round before cutting it. Okay, so if you have a fabric that is not really stable, I'll suggest you pin it down all through, or you place some heavy object on it just to put it in place. So guys, I'm going to measure and mark round, then we're going to cut it out. So guys, now I'm going to cut, but the first thing I'm going to cut out is the excess that I have here. Remember, it's not part of my measurement. I already measure and mark out the excess. So your fabric might not have excess, so don't bother cutting out anything. Just go straight to your radius, cut out your radius and cut out the other part. For the radius, remember, I have two lines. I'm going to be cutting on the second line because I already added half an inch to it. So you cut out the radius like so. Okay, so it has to be up to your waist circumference or wherever you want to fix the flare to, then you reconfirm. After that, now I'm going to cut the down part. Okay, this fabric is a bit busy, you might not see the line of the chalk, but just follow what I am cutting. So guys, I'm done cutting and this is what it's going to look like. You're just going to have a single flare. After cutting, I'm going to reconfirm the length and it's exactly what I needed. Okay, so guys, that is how to go about the cutting. So if you do not have enough fabric to cut a full flare, yet you want to get something that is a bit full at least, so this is how you're going to cut it. This is a 180-degree flare. I'm going to be attaching this to a upper bodice, and that will be done off camera. It's not part of this tutorial. I just thought to share this for us to see. Okay, so it is not very full, but at least at the same time it is still enough. Okay, just in case you don't have enough fabric or you don't want your flare to be too big, this is how exactly you're going to cut it. For my waist measurement, I have allowance of my zipper allowance and a little bit allowance for about 1 or 2 pleats. Okay, so and here, this line here, this opening here is where you're going to be attaching your zipper. Okay, so guys, that'll be all for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, please share this video, drop your thoughts in the comment section, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video, you'll be the first person to know. Until we meet again in my next tutorial, bye bye.